You've also done Coke Studio Bharat. And we all know that one song, Khalasi, has been like rocking now. And the best part is it's a Gujarati song, but it's being played in Tamil Nadu. It's being played in Assam. And a lot of people don't even understand what actually they are saying. And that's the power of music which has come through, and that's what Coke Studio is all about. What is your experience working with Coke Studio Bharat? How did you find and scout the talent for Coke Studio Bharat? How did that happen?
Unfortunately, it's the same formula there as well. If there's a formula, is follow the story. So what we try and do is we try and write stories. What I try and do is I write a story of a song. Sometimes even call it casting instead of getting people involved. So you write the story and then you cast it for different musicians and singers to come and be a part of it, of how they'll take the story forward. So the brief was to write a song for the Gujarat market. That's what we wanted to target. So we said, okay, now let's write a story of Gujarat, which is not usually told, because it's very cliche to just write a story of Gujarat ki wahi jo cheezein garba ka dandiya,
all those things.
So we said ki kite flying. So क्या कहते हैं, let's write a new story which has not been written. So वहाँ पे मेरे दोस्त स्वानंद किरकिरे उन्होंने ही suggested कि सौम्य जोशी एक हैं. He is a writer, playwright, and a film writer and a lyricist who does a lot of theatre in Gujarat. उनसे आप मिलें, उनसे बात करें. So we went and met सौम्या. सौम्या के साथ जैम करते करते सौम्या ने कहा कि let's write a story of Gujarat or the coast of Gujarat. That's never been
written. Yes.
Written. It was one of the first songs we were starting, and I felt really beautiful कि India was discovered through the coast of Gujarat.
Yes.
So, and we are starting a new season, Coke Studio Bharat. They said this is a great song to introduce India. Somewhere it made a lot of poetic sense to me. It sounds bizarre right now, but
no, but I think creativity can come from any idea, and whatever works is works.
So वहाँ पे सौम्या से बात शुरू हुई. उसके बाद then I was sure that let me get a Gujarati musician to do it, because they will know it the best. And एक मेरे मन में था कि I wanted to make the song for the young people of Gujarat. Usually young people hate their parents' generation music. So I wanted to make something that they can say is cool. So usme, I think the coolest young Gujarati musician I had met after Oaf and Savera were Achint.
Achint, yes.
And Achint had made beautiful music before. He had done
Scam, I think.
Scam he had done.
Yeah.
And then he was working on Monica Oh My Darling at that time, which I loved. So I said कि ये तो बहुत ही interesting है, इसको बुलाते हैं. And इस story से फिर अचिंत का मिलाप हुआ. उसको I remember I told him कि let's make a song जिसमें you're not bound to use any Gujarati traditional instruments or anything. Let's just make a story with a rhythm as if they're on a ship and they're rowing on a ship, because this is a story of, we made a story of a sailor Khalasi. Elon Musk की बात भी हुई थी कि वो spaceship भेज रहा है outer space में, और पुराने ज़माने में जैसे ये sailors जब जाते थे उनके लिए भी it would have been like going to outer space. 90% of them never came back home, and the kind of spirit of adventure and discovery and curiosity they had, we should capture that. So all of that was happening. Then Achint had recommended Aditya Gadvi's name, really popular.
Kirtan Gadvi's son, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he came in with this whole thing of this melody we'll sing in a way where I can present it in a traditional form. He brought in that spoken piece form. He found the ladies who did the chorus, and Achint really managed all of that and designed all of that, where there would be leading voice of the sailor and the boatmen and the people who would cheer them on. So there were many stories that were colliding, and it just organically became something uniquely different, and yet something that you identify with. Like you are the sailor of your life. Like you have sailed so many things. And one of the lines that says you're not going to find the pearl till you take a dip in the ocean. So it kind of it resonates with you anywhere. It entered the global charts. So it was quite exciting to just see it evolve, and the power of storytelling. So I think it all comes back to what's the story and how honest can you be with the story. So there would be what's the story you're telling, how honest is that story, and how honest are you in trying to express that story.